Welcome back to more of the Banner Saga. I'm Negative Zero. Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing alright. And in the last video, we learned that the Varl that we're representing right now, we're playing as, have come into town to meet the governor to collect their tithe. Now, the word tithe is very interesting because it's usually associated with the church, and it really means to pay 10% of whatever you take in to the church. It's not exactly a tax, it's more of an offering to the church. So the word tithe makes me really wonder about the relationship between the Varl and the humans. We know in the past they fought together against a common enemy and defeated it, and that there's been some recent fighting between the Varl and the humans. Although, we've killed like 10 guys so far, but we seem to get along with most of the humans that aren't ruffians. So I really hope this gets fleshed out and we learn a little bit more about both groups of people. We've still only been here for a day, and like I said, 10 murders under our belt. We've been asked by Eirik to go down to the docks and meet the two sets of longboats that are down there. One group was the royalty, I guess, of the humans, and then the other group we don't know about. So here we are as Ubin, Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Ooh, interesting. Ah, okay. Jorunder demands it. I am murdering these words. I am so sorry. If you speak any language that this word is from, sorry. Jorunder demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grafheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Eberang, in fact, and glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Moger? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. Now, are we the Scrivener? We must be. I mean, we're holding a quill in our hand in our image. That must be it. Must be it. And it's interesting that these two guys are not... They think we're... What does it say? Bleeding tributes out of the poor and old or something like that? Interesting about our role in all this. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years you think. Alright. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. So I guess we're going to the Great Hall. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Ooh, I have a choice, and this choice is going to matter. I can go to the Great Hall. Wait, who's this guy? Tap a talk icon to talk with one of your heroes. This might be the prince. And then there's a Great Hall. We could skip both. But Hakon seems kind of cool. I want to hang out with him for a minute. I don't know. The prince seems not awesome. We might go talk to him. If we talk to Hakon and he's still out here, we might go have a conversation with him. But let's go talk to this guy. Scrivener! He looks cool. I love his mustache thing. It's all not symmetrical and all. Oh no, wait. Hold on. It is. The white bits. Okay, that's his hair, and matches his head. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a mead house, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. That's an interesting statement. So there's a human king and there's, I guess, a Varl king, and I guess they both have Varl and human subjects? I don't know. I didn't read that line. When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yak's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regular since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grafheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. And we can go talk to him. I think we should. Let's get an impression of this guy. If that's the prince. Is this the right place? You find the prince, yep, at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Wagner? I don't remember you. So that's the prince. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grafheim with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A Varl historian. Aha, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Luden takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arbering, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grafheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. So he doesn't seem like a completely ungrateful brat. I mean, he could have been a lot worse. I don't know, maybe he is. Let's go to the Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. Yeah, that's another weird thing. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, all there, just as promised to your mild surprise. The governor's crest, the supply leathers. Is that what we're paid in? Leathers? You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. Plus 20 renown. Okay. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already there. A while later, Luden and his men appear groggy and disheveled. They partied all night. Moger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We are ready. Wait, we're ready. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually, the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand as well as a whole, you think. Okay, so the town we've been in is Strand. Got it. 99 days of supplies. And we're walking. There we are. All right, we're walking. So obviously the days are passing, and our food supplies. How did we get down to 66? We just had 99. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogre, cracking open mead casks from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Toast to Wagner. Drink a little. I'll drink a little. Ubin seems like not a heavy drinker, like a quiet, judge other people kind of guy. You go easy. You've nothing against a good drink, but if anyone is going to keep an eye on things, it may as well be you. The revelers eventually fall asleep without incident. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mogre is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking in your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grafheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Okay. I guess that took a long time. It's... No, I don't want to close. It's already ready to go. That was weird. World map. Drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also tap on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, tap the X button on the bottom of the screen. Alright, so... Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Karlsfjord. The fjord's splitting off into Varl territory was named after Karl, the only Varl to ever become the governor of Strand, albeit only for a short time before the title returned to the human families whose ancestors originally built the city. So we're going this way, right? There's so much stuff here. This is the road, the Wandering Road. At the end of the First Great War, the Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Brattabeck peaks, the lands crawled with furious war-minded dredge. The first Varl king, Einar, led the entire Varl race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away dredge as they went, before forming the first Varl kingdom at Einartoft. Is Einartoft on here? Oh my gosh. Okay, there's Grafheim. That's where we're going. Alright, and I guess the human lands are down south, and we are sorry, I was trying to drag it lower. And I have to do that with the, oh, this map is huge! What? Oh my god, are we going to all these places? Wow, this is crazy. Alright, this is too much. We gotta get out of this. It's too much to take in right now. Okay, we head north, then east, past the forests. Grafheim's far from Strand, going to be a long march. Yes, it is. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Skrymirstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymirstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through a nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. you'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vetterfell if we're lucky. Camp. The camp is where you manage your caravan. During your travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. Okay. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equipment items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. High morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the camp site when you're ready to get back on the road. We're going to do some hero stuff in the next video. I don't think we have time to do it right now. A lot of story stuff happened. We got on the road. We learned about the prince and more of the relationship between the Varl and the humans. And it's getting curiouser and curiouser. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.